Hey guys, welcome. How are you feeling today? So I'm back to my typical tea readings. We're gonna pull some cards as I let the tea cool down. Oh, yes. My name's Kat and this is Pure Premonitions. Welcome to my new channel. I'm so excited that you guys are here with me. So I've already cleansed the space, the cards, and the tea. I get rid of any old stagnant energy as well as my own because, right, I'm not doing my own reading. It's all about you guys. So I ask the universe what the collective needs to know, and then you guys ask your questions as you watch this, and that energy gets instilled into the tea and the tarot. So ask away. Let's see what the universe has to tell you. Oh, and again, we already have a visitor. Girly, I love you. You know I love you, but we do not want the cards all over the floor again. We don't. Ooh. That was a sticky shuffle. Just say hello to my cat lovers. This is Faye. Hi, baby girl. Oh, we got Bogart too. They're both huggers, which I absolutely love. And okay, come on. He's a boyfriend from a past life because he just follows me everywhere I go and I'm obsessed. I mean, sometimes he's annoying, I can't lie. I'm like, yo, I'm on the toilet. Can we give me a little bit of space here, right? Or in the kitchen when I trip over him every 5 seconds. Okay, guys, enough. They want to be famous too. So I love you, but we gotta get down. We do. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, babies. Okay. Whew. Your familiars are in the house. That's letting me know that your spirit guides are here. They're with you, they support you, and they love you. Okay. One more shuffle because I have no idea what number I was on. I typically do things in threes. I don't know. 3 is just one of my favorite numbers. Anyway, let's get started. So ask your questions. I usually do a 3-card spread. I might pull a clarifier card for what's at hand, but we'll see what we got. So for the past and mental position, we have the Star in reverse. I love the Star, one of my favorite cards. Okay, so a bit of lack of faith here. All right. We have the 6 of Wands also in reverse. Damn, you guys. What's going on? The energy's a little cray-cray, but it is Mercury retrograde coming up, so I feel you. And then we have the 10 of Swords upright for our future placement or what's going on internally for your soul. All right, I'm going to ask for a clarifier. Tell us what's at hand here. The Sun. Okay, so we haven't lost all hope here. Thank goodness. Woo! Okay, so I'm getting a lot of fire energy. Fire and air. Any of my fire signs, air signs. So Leo, Sag, Aries, Geminis, Aquarius, anybody, I mean, in any of the houses. It doesn't have to be your sun sign either. Okay, so what's at hand? You've been positive or you're seeking positivity, happiness, pleasure. You're just like full of life. White horses might mean something. There's a lot of warmth here, right? You're outside, the sun is shining, you're smiling, you're having fun. Sunflowers also might represent something for you. There's just a lot of celebration and success. Maybe you've recently gone through a rebirth spiritually, so you're stepping into this abundant stage of your life where, of course, we always experience the ebb and flow emotionally. There's ups and downs, right? The waves are inevitable, but you're recognizing that all is well and you're always protected and guided from the universe. So 19 boils down to a 1, which is really good because anytime that you've got a 1, it's all about new beginnings and success. So again, the sun is shining and you're staying as positive as you can, but recognizing that within this joyful state, there are always going to be ups and downs, because for the rest of our reading, it does get a little bit more dark, but no worries, no need to fear. Okay, so mentally, what's been going on for you? We have the star energy in reverse. So you might have been experiencing some insecurities or just a lack of self-trust, and you're disconnecting from the world, from yourself. And that is honestly super normal with any rebirth. So you're waking up spiritually, you're recognizing all of these synchronicities within life, and you are starting to understand the grand scheme of things. But with this knowledge, there's no more ignorance is bliss, right? That's out the window. You know what's up, and unfortunately, you get to see both the light and the dark of things. So this is just a reminder that even if you've been experiencing a lack of faith or a lack of self-trust, or even a lack of trust within the universe, you are starting to know how it works, and you want to be that happy-go-lucky person, and you know that you're destined for success and happiness and love and light. But there can be these moments of discouraging despair or depression, and that's okay to feel disconnected, because remember, you will. Anytime you're having these awakenings, you're going to cut off a lot of the old people you used to hang out with. You're going to stop going to all of the places that you used to frequent. You're not going to feel connected or trusting even of your old circles, because you're on a different frequency now. You're vibrating at a different level, and they're just not going to understand you as well as you do understand them in their situation, because you used to be there, but now you're elevating. Now you're stepping above. And it's not to say that you're putting yourself on a pedestal above them, but you're stepping away from the ego, and you're recognizing, that's not the life I want to live anymore. Those probably aren't the people who I resonate with any longer. And I'm moving forward. If I want to stay in this feeling of joy and success and new beginnings and happiness and continuing to feel this warmth from the sun, that's not where it is. So you can't hang out with those people, those places anymore. The number 17 might mean something, and it reduces to an 8, which is a power number all about success. And again, it's like the infinity symbol. It's just these cycles that are inevitable, and you're going to go through them in every lifetime if you believe in reincarnation. So start to step into that star power. Like, there's a calm knowing that you're okay. The universe always provides. There's hope and faith and love and renewal within this spiritual conscious state. So yeah, it's not to say that you don't have any good fortune. It's just reminding you that you need to step back into that rejuvenation period to fully embody being in this overflow of abundance. Because again, that's what's going on for you mentally. You're probably just, feeling the ebb and flow as you awaken. Presently, or what's going on for you in your physical body, 6 of Wands is usually a victory card. It's like public recognition. But since it's in the reverse position, you may have been experiencing a lack of recognition, or whether it's in your family or friend setting or at work, in whatever your field is, you're just not feeling like you're getting the credit that you deserve. Maybe even feel on a lower bottom sheath emotion, like you're unpopular, or like just a heavy lack of confidence here. But don't fall into the ego. The ego lies to you. Don't let it lie to you. You are worthy of success. You are recognized, even if you're not fully in that present moment of outward recognition. There's always achievements there. You have to celebrate those little wins. So yeah, maybe my Leos have been feeling this. I understand, I'm a fellow Leo, and we get like that, The ego can definitely get you down. But This is a reminder to get back on your horse, find the balance. There's healing through this. There's a requirement of empathy for yourself, for others that are still in the learning process. And that's where you're going to find the harmony and solutions that you're looking for. But there is forward movement here. Even if you have been feeling a little stagnant physically, you know, again, it's not like it means complete reversal of the meaning of the card. You are still on your horse. You were just at a stall moment in life, let's say, and there's still something to be celebrated in front of you, but maybe a precursor warning that you do have to go through this darker period before you get there, right back to the sun and the star card. So yeah, I just feel like it's a not right now answer, because yes, again, it makes perfect sense spiritually and on a soul level. What you can expect to feel in your recent future is this 10 of Swords, where it's not great, you know, like look, there's 10 swords in his back. He's laying down, face in the dirt. There's some kind of painful ending here. A deep wound that you're going through. And it's sharp. It's a painful, possible betrayal or a loss. A failure since you weren't being recognized. You feel defeated. So something here in your near future isn't going to feel so great. And this was the precursor, right? It was warning you with that Six of Wands in reverse, that even though you are aiming for this public recognition and this progress and self-confidence, it's just not happening right now. And you can also expect, on the other end of things, this painful loss, betrayal, or some sort of feeling of defeat. Intuitively, I'm feeling that this is correlated around your career, not so much love, but you know, it's a collective reading, so whatever you're feeling. But again, 10 boils down to 1. There's a new beginning here. You have to go through these dark night of the soul moments so you can be reborn, so you can understand the darkness and then appreciate the light, right? Confirmation meow. Say hello and goodbye, because I don't want you knocking over all my cards or tea again. I love you. He's fighting to stay. Okay. Yeah, there's big things that you're manifesting. Just continue on. Realize when things do need to end and complete those cycles so you can get out of these darker moments, and then we can get back to what's at hand, which is the Sun card. Because you already know that recently you had stepped into the star position. Like, you know that it's possible for you, right? These universal possibilities. But you just, for whatever reason, are having this lack of faith and these insecurities. Maybe due to this defeat or betrayal, some kind of failure. But stop disconnecting yourself from the universe. You are connected to source energy 100,000% of the time. We are always in abundance. It's never ending. There's a surplus of it. And you just have to ask. And you have to know that you're worthy of receiving. Okay. So let's get back to it. Give me some clarifiers. Let's see if the tea's ready. Give me a little sip. Again, off camera, I already cleansed it. And then I ask for your energy to come into the tea. Oh, little cat hair. So ask your questions, whatever you want to be answered. Cheers. Oh, and our little message from the tea gods and goddesses. If you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere. Vincent van Gogh said that. Thank you, Vincent. Okay, yeah. Since it's our Witchy Wednesday evening, I chose my Mystic Rose deck, which is a little bit about everything. It's got some love in there. It's got some regular life things. So let's see if we can get any more clarifiers on these cards. What is our collective dealing with? Why are they experiencing these insecurities with the Star in reverse? This disconnect. What's going on here for them? Oh, well, I picked up 2. So, boom, boom. Okay. 1 says get away. Go on vacation, begin an adventure, and run away together. I love this. Okay. You're on a bridge somewhere, and you're just overlooking beautiful valleys. This is giving like Scotland vibes. Okay. And then we also have witchcraft. I love that. The witchcraft says someone is hexing. There's a spell and some negativity. So somebody maybe had put some bad juju on you, and this is correlated to why you're feeling disconnected and insecure, or just slightly discouraged and not really trusting yourself and the universe, because you're part of the universe, right? So just a reminder, no one has power over you and your sovereignty. I don't care how many hexes they do. They're never going to be as strong as you and your heart space. And if you mentally stay strong, you can break through any curse or spell. And you never give your power up fully unless you believe in whatever they said about you. So that being said, spells don't work unless a part of you, for whatever reason, believed in that negativity that they spewed on you. So my advice is stay calm, bring that hope back in. Remember, you're part of this spiritual journey. We're all connected, and there's nothing but good fortune and good omens coming your way. You're divinely connected to this God source, this energy that is inevitable, and this magic is within all of us, and you have the power to succeed. So don't ever give your magic away. And get away from that negativity, because hell no. Remember, they don't got power over us. And this is in the recent past or mentally. So it's letting me know mentally in the recent past, somebody had spewed some bad juju on you, whether it was like a real witchcraft hex, or they're just talking their shit, you know. But get away from that. It's telling you, get away, go on vacation if it's correlated to work, or begin an adventure. You can begin an adventure even in your hometown. Like, go do fun things that you haven't done in a long time or that you've never done. And run away together, whether it's with a friend, a family member, or a lover. Get away from that negativity. Go have fun, experience love, because that's what this life is all about. Okay, clarifiers on this 6 of Wands in reverse, please. Why are they dealing with egotism and this lack of recognition? Okay, it is stemming from the heart. Heartstrings. Somebody got strung along. Somebody may have gotten pregnant or entrapped in a relationship somehow. Or somebody's playing with your feelings. So we've got a few different things here. Maybe they're all correlated for a portion of you, but I'm feeling different energies. A portion of you, it's definitely work related, and I think you were just discredited. Maybe they were stringing you along with your passion projects, thinking that you were going to get this recognition, and you ended up not getting what you wanted. And others, it is a matter of the heart, and you're feeling this lack of celebration and lack of harmony because somebody was playing with your feelings. and someone else got entrapped. So maybe it wasn't your person, but you were convinced to stay for some bigger commitment, like a pregnancy. But remember, and depending on the state that you live in now, unfortunately, but you always have a choice. Pro-choice. Go handle that if you need to. No matter what your religion is, you are never to be shamed for making a choice to put yourself first, because you always come first before any unborn thing. Your life is more important, number one, and if that was meant to happen, then it's meant to happen. But don't ever feel like you're trapped in making those decisions. That is a hell no from my personal advice. Okay. So yeah, don't let anybody pull you along or play with your feelings. Clarifiers on the future placement with this Ten of Swords in the upright position. Why this painful ending or betrayal? Ravenous. Okay, hold on. Somebody has uncontrollable desires and appetite for sex, insatiable hunger for pleasure. I'm feeling like somebody was cheating here. Somebody was cheating, somebody got entrapped, and somebody got strung along with this toxic partner, and now you're experiencing this painful loss, and you feel betrayed. There's a failure in that relationship, and for others it was the defeat and the failure within the career stuff. But remember, they all boil down to one. So it's about new beginnings. These painful endings were meant to happen, so you learn these life lessons, and now you have the strength and the power to move forward and to better your life. And that's just that. Can I get one more clarifier on this energy? Side piece. Yeah, I knew it. Somebody was cheating. Side piece, there was a mistress flirting with others, the other woman, there's a secret hookup. You know, this is telling me that the masculine was cheating, but we read energy here, not gender, so could have been either or. But somebody had a side piece. Or at the very least, they were flirting with somebody else. But this is telling me that that person, their insatiable sexual desires go beyond for just you. Obviously, they're seeking it from other people. So that's not an energy that you want to stay in. You want to break away from that. And don't let your feelings get strung along. Yeah. Get away. No. Can we have a clarifier for the sun in the what's at hand placement for their positive future after this painful ending? Spirit, I love that. You're protected. You're always protected. How many times do I have to say it? Protected aura, divine intervention. See, what did I say? Guardian angels are looking out for you, and they're shielding you, because those are not your true soulmates. Those are not your true twin flames. That was not your meant to be forever person if they're going to treat you that shitty. Sorry, not sorry. And look at you. You're just so beautiful. You're just like dancing in the cosmos, and you're free. Your spirit is now enlightened, and it's free to go explore and have fun. And yeah, and oh, like, look, it goes along with the sun card, and like, look at this sun just like radiating behind her, all of this warmth and joy and new beginnings and protective energy. So you're gonna be fine. I know it sucks. It sucks when people do you dirty like that, but remember, it was divine intervention, and it had to happen for whatever reason. Okay. Let's drink some more tea, and then we will add our angel numbers on that. Remember, you got to find the silver lining. There's beauty in everything. even the things that seem to be dark, you had your fun, you had your experiences, and now we're going to have even more fun in the future with somebody who's actually worthy. Today I did a ginger lemon with cinnamon, MCT oil, coconut oil. It's like my little creamer I add in there. And my loose leaf is just an assortment of different herbs. I think there's fennel, some ashwagandha, who knows? There's just a bunch of other things. I literally just throw in random things and I'm like, oh, well, I'll drink it, even if it doesn't taste the greatest. It's good for me. But no, actually this one tastes good, so cheers to that. Okay, guys, ask your questions, last few opportunities. I wish you could see off camera. Bogart's just sitting here doting after me. I love him. He's just like, I know, Bogey. I love you. Such a good boy. Such a good boy. See, you need a man to do this. Just stare at you all day. Okay, tea. What do you got for us? What is the advice for my peeps? What do they need to know? Cheers. Last sip for good luck. Okay. What does the collective need to know correlating to this reading? Obviously, somebody was getting strung along. Okay. Excuse you, baby. Give me a second here. All right. Give me a second to analyze this. We've got a lot of leaves today. Okay, energy is flowing. That's good. No, not too much stagnancy. Okay. Where to start? What's at hand right now is we've got some major leaves congregating on the heart key. So that's like a key to new doors. Remember, new beginnings. And it could be a door to your heart, right? You're opening up your heart again, or a new passion project. So I think that this does correlate for both of the people I was reading for earlier. It does cross over slightly into the fan space, and that's like some kind of social gathering. So either this idea or this meeting is going to be sparked at a social gathering. So this doorway opens because of some kind of conversation that you're having with people in some social event. And timeline for that is like this week. So that's really good. This week, a doorway is opening up again. I'm definitely gonna just straight up say it has nothing to do with this person who treated you like that. So don't ever go back to that toxicity. It's something new. A doorway is always like you got a new key to a new door and you're on your new path. And that's kind of sprinkled throughout the rest of the next couple of months. So all of November and into December, it's sprinkled in, but this new venture in business and in love is sprinkled throughout the next couple of months. It does slow down at the end of the month. It doesn't mean it ends completely, end of this month or end of next month. But let's see, let's keep reading. No, okay, but I guess that's just the beginning of it, right? The doorway entered, but then, yeah, the emotions keep flowing. So emotionally, right, you're not, the spark hit because the congregation of leaves is right on the heart key, but there's no leaves directly on the heart space right now, currently. So it's not like you instantly fell in love, but maybe you're just opening up your heart space again. And the emotions start to slowly sprinkle in throughout the following next couple of months. And it goes beyond when the leaves slow down for that new beginning, whether it be in the heart space or projects. And the affection starts to roll in and continue. So I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Okay, we have a little bit of a disagreement here, and it's correlated to some kind of news that you're getting. For some of you, it could be a message from the heart. Maybe you're still kind of closing this stuff off, and any of that toxicity you're ending in some last final messages. And I know it does end because the leaves sprinkle out throughout the next month, and then at the end of the month they're cut off and there's no more of that contact and no more of the challenge or difference of opinion, and they cross over into each other's spaces. So I know that it is correlated to these messages, this challenge, whatever it may be. Sometimes it's correlated to finances, like you get a notice about a bill that you need to handle, but maybe that's for a smaller portion of the collective. I'm really feeling that it's somehow correlated to this. Whoever was stringing you along, whether it be business, you're going to have some disagreements with that person before that's ending at the end of the month, possibly stretching to the end of the following month in December. But I think more of you, it's correlated about this toxic love triangle that you were in. Yeah, because as of right now, there are 0 leaves on the full moon. So full moon is always like emotional mystery. Your intuition was trying to tell you something, but it was in secret still. It was hidden from you, but it's being illuminated now. So there was nothing on it directly, which the full moon in T readings could also represent full on feelings of love and like trusting your intuition in this heart space and opening up to a passionate love situation, or it could also represent love affair. But again, so there's nothing on the moon right now correlated to the next couple of weeks. So that tells me that you were still feeling this pain, like you knew intuitively that something was going on, even if it was still a secret, you didn't know fully. And whether you're finding out soon and you're getting clarifiers on that soon in the future position with this side piece and the ravenous behavior where you experience this painful ending with the 10 of Swords, intuitively you already knew. You're already getting the signs from the universe. And I will tell you that this love affair ends at the end of the month, or for some of you, if you push it a little bit further, end of next month. So I do believe that you are going to make that clear cord cutting, because same thing, you're not in separation right now from this toxicity, but it sprinkles in slowly, like you're slowly cutting it off. You don't do a clear cut, which you should with my personal advice, but it's okay. But again, same timeline with the full moon. Once all of this information comes to light and it's all being illuminated, you do cut that energy off completely, because there is no more of that love affair or connection to the toxicity, and the separation comes back again, and it's clear of leaves at the end of the month. So by the end of this month or end of next month for some of you, if you prolong it a little bit. We are making progress for those of you in business. And not this week exactly, but the next couple of weeks, you are slowly climbing that mountain, getting things done. It just means that you're progressing forward towards what you're working on, whatever that may be. This new passion project, for some of you, it could be correlated to this love situation, and the progress does slow down. I don't want to say end, but the leaves get more faint towards the end of the month or end of next month. So I feel like you are going to be experiencing more physicality with your progress within the beginning of this month. And then towards the end of this month or the end of next month, you're not seeing as much tangible progress, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. Yeah, just same thing. The torch is showing up too in almost the same timeline. So in the next few weeks to the end of this month, you've got a torch under your butt. Like the inspiration is there, the spark came back, you're starting to work on these passion projects or figuring out this whole situation that you got going on, and the progress was going in the beginning, but then it's a clear cut at the end of the month or into the end of the following month. So it's telling me, again, it doesn't mean that your dedication and progress just turns off completely, but the motivation is not there as much. And maybe that means you're preoccupied with something because it is holiday season. Let's see. We don't have too much in the birdcage situation either, and that's like finances or taking care of family affairs things. So it's very little. I feel like that's just kind of common stuff. Maybe you're going to have to do regular responsibilities of buying presents for people and showing up here and there for family or friend events, but nothing major with any financial obligations. Okay, yeah, definitely correlated to, ooh, excuse you, baby girl, stay down, please. Definitely correlated to this side piece energy and this negativity of whatever hex somebody had put on you. Because we do have the snake showing up in this exact timeline of the cards. So present moment into your, yeah, it's really present moment right now. Somebody was jealous. So you're probably feeling jealous because you know deep down intuitively that they're messing around, they're pulling your heartstrings, they're leading you on, and they got a side piece. And somebody just has these sexual addictions that they're not handling in the proper way with their partner, right? Yeah, they've got an insatiable hunger that it's just, it is what it is. So they're jealous, or you're jealous, and rightfully so, but also maybe it's vice versa, because those kind of people who are living very egotistically tend to project whatever they know that they're doing. So if they're cheating, then they tend to project those kind of jealousies onto you too, even if they know that you're not cheating. So that's a telltale sign. Yeah. The jealousy is for the next few weeks. By the end of the month, it slows down. Whoop, my cat fell. So I feel like you do a cord cutting, you clear that energy, and that's why you experience in the near future a painful ending in the next few weeks. A little bit of jealousy comes back either at the end of the month or the end of the following month before the new year. Don't go back and look at their social media. Remember, they're a piece of shit, okay? We don't care about what they're doing anymore. Let them frolic with whoever. It don't matter, because they're not as good as you. Or if they come back to you with some jealous ass energy, say goodbye. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we do have a few leaves coming up in the fig position. So that's always just seeds being planted, metaphorically or physically. So girls, this is in the next week or two. Not right now. In the following week or two, you are fertile. So just be mindful. The seed is definitely planted. We have a larger leaf towards the end of the month. So either, for some of you, it could happen at the end of November, end of December, where, again, I do just have to mention it because one of the cards, the getting strung along, entrapment, and getting played with your feelings, getting your feelings played with, it also says getting pregnant and entrapment. And like if you notice, there's a chain there and the heart is attached to the chain. So because there is one larger significant leaf at the end of the month or the end of the following month under the fig, be mindful, use protection, especially if you're going to go back and have one last night with this douchebag. Sorry, not sorry. There are also crossover leaves under the snake position in the fig position. So it is telling me it is with this guy. Do not get entrapped with this guy. You don't want their kid. I'm sorry. You just don't. Because once a cheater, always a cheater. And that's just how that goes. But yeah, there's some kind of jealousy around that. And yeah, just don't go for it. Anywho, at the same timeline, towards the end of November, you are focusing more on yourself, which is really good. You've got the apple energy, so it's like you coming back to your core, right? Realizing that you want to better yourself, you want to get away from that toxicity, you are no longer attached to that chain, and hopefully you do some cord cutting ceremony if necessary, to where you can just strictly focus on bettering your energy and getting out of all of the negative toxicity. Back to the sun card, right? And flipping that star energy and the 6 of Wands, because those are both cards of celebration, love and light and success, but you have to get back on track. You gotta put yourself first. There's very little leaves under the church, so I don't feel any significant wedding or funeral happening, but it's more so like right now you're having some spiritual awakening. Like, again, you're getting all these signs and synchronicities. Your intuition is stronger. It's heightened. It's letting you know that you're probably in a bad situation and you need to move forward. And then it's letting me know that whether you listen to it or not, that the signs and synchronicities aren't as strong throughout the following end of the month. But then again, in the beginning of December, you have another spiritual awakening again, where you're like, okay, I need to get back on track, focus on myself, and yeah, like have the faith in the universe, exactly how I was stating at the beginning of the reading. You're always protected and guided, right? It's divine intervention, your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, they know what they're doing. We don't know what they're doing, but they know what they're doing. Okay, so for the end of the month, the planetary alignment, we have a little bit of every single planet. Let's start with the sun. Okay, since you got the sun in both readings, that is giving me strong Leo energy or Sagittarius and Aries energy. We've got leaves right in the center of the sun. So definitely all about new beginnings, all about new energy. You are understanding that happiness is what you're seeking, that success is meant for you, but it's about embodying that. It's literally about embodying that sun energy and recognizing that you're worthy of it and it's meant for you. Because we still have some leaves scattered to the outside of the sun. So it's like maybe you're seeking this warmth and approval from outside sources rather than just recognizing the magic and the power comes from within. And you have to start these new beginnings on your own. We have a lot of star energy here, which makes perfect sense and goes hand in hand with the star card. It was in reverse, which also shows here in the leaves because all of the leaves are scattered. We don't have like one big congregation. So your energy isn't as focused as it needs to be. You are destined for success. You're destined for some serious recognition, but you need to hone in and really focus on what matters. And right now, if you're giving all your energy to douchebag over there, is probably not where it needs to be. I'm getting real with you guys. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. Anywho. Okay, what's that? Okay, so we've got a little bit of the moon. Yeah, so that's social success again because this is the crescent moon. So you've got leaves on the moon and on the outside of the moon, but nothing too heavy. So you're recognizing that there is social success there for you. Like the potential, the possibility is there, whether maybe you're doing something like I am online, putting yourself out there, or within your field, whatever you do, or even if it's back in the dating scene to get away from this guy or girl, whoever was cheating on you. But you know, you're putting yourself out there, and you are going to get recognized, but it comes in slowly. So just don't feel like you need to rush through anything, right? These life lessons happen for a reason, and sometimes you're meant to handle them slow. Okay, we do have Mars energy again. There's a conflict. So, and it crosses over into that star placement. So exactly, they just diminish your confidence. Anytime that you get cheated on or lied to, gaslit, and these like conflicts and betrayals happen, you are obviously going to feel crappy. And that is not a reflection of your worth, first and foremost. So yeah, it's okay that this energy comes along in your path for a moment. Remember, it's all momentary. But you have to get through these. These are our lessons. Sorry about my dryer. But confirmation, dryer, new cycles, right? Old cycles ending, new cycles starting. Love that. So I'm not sorry for my dryer. It was meant to happen. So yeah, we do have a little bit of Mars energy to just be mindful of. Don't even give them the time of day. They want to argue, or maybe even you want to argue because you got your point to get across, that they messed with your heart, strung you along, lied to you. It's not okay. And especially if there's some kind of pregnancy involved here, there are words to be had, but always have your wits about you and don't let them diminish your confidence, because you have the power and the strength to win these battles, but you got to do it in the right way, through love and light. All right, we do also have Mercury. So a big journey is going to happen for you. Some of that is letting me know some of you guys are going to be pregnant, and you've got to decide if that's the journey you want to go on with this toxic person. Maybe some of you guys, that is your karmic path, and it's not impossible for people to change, but I'm not giving you any hope for that, because that's not what I'm seeing. It's not. So I'm not sugarcoating nothing. Others, if it does correlate to new love or success in your projects and your ventures, it's good. Like, all of the leaves are on the planet, so it's telling me like you're going full force on this journey, and you're recognizing that you're putting everything in it, and that's good. You should. All right, little things. Something has to get lost in order for other things to be found, right? So I always say, when we have Saturn energy, it's usually like an old piece of you, an old mindset, an old pattern. We want to lose those things in order to create space for the new things to come in. And you can't have these new successful projects happen or these new lovers come into your life, if you're still holding on to the past, toxic, negative energy of whoever had sent you that hex, that negativity, or this person who's been lying and cheating, you have to lose them in order to create space for, excuse you, my cat's rubbing on the camera stand. Bad boy. Look, bad boys around here. Okay. So yeah, it's scattered on the outside of Saturn. So again, it's like externally that's telling me we need to lose these external factors. So more of like, I truly believe you got to lose that person in order to find yourself. But okay, so we have Venus. So there is new love, or you're gaining a lot of self-love, which is beautiful, and that always happens in any breakup. You're recognizing your worth. We have a placement of leaves on the planet and around. So it's letting me know you're also supported. You're supported by the universe. You're supported by your friends. You're supported by your family. And you're going to eventually be supported and experience new love with somebody who's actually worthy of it. And it crosses over into that star placement. So you're gaining your confidence back. You're gaining this glow, this insight, this lit path that the universe guides you on that says, hey, look, if you just listen to us, we're divinely orchestrating this separation because something new is coming into place. And if you want real love and you want to experience everything that Venus is about and get this recognition that you deserve, whether it be in career or love, then you got to always follow your heart. And it starts with loving yourself first. So that's beautiful. And there is some luck energy. You don't feel super lucky. It's not like we have huge leaf placements on the 4-leaf clover, but they are scattered on and around it. So again, it's just letting me know you're divinely guided, you're protected, you have always got luck on your side. And it might not seem, since it's scattered, it might not seem like this is a lucky situation. You wouldn't deem it or define it as lucky to get cheated on or have this heartbreak or whatever it may be for your specific situation, or even the entrapment. But at the end of the day, there's always some silver lining and some lesson to be had. So let's pull some angel numbers. And we'll close this reading out. Oh my God, I always keep you guys for like an hour. I'm sorry. I don't even know who watches these. I promise like next week I'll start doing some short form 3-card pulls, but I don't know. This is just how I started my channel, so I hope it resonates. Ooh, 5252, another doorway. Look at that. And 66, that's love. Yeah, new love is definitely coming in. Okay. Oh no, it's 7. Ooh. What's 7? Anyhow. 1717. I knew 7s were special. Let go of the past. If you don't listen to me, at least you listen to the universe. It amazes me how psychic I am sometimes. Okay. Release, forgive, forget. I added that one. But forgiveness for yourself, right? Healing, growth, new beginnings, moving forward, away from the old. Renewal. It's time to release the weight of the past and embrace the new opportunities ahead. Trust your instincts, especially if you feel called to lead others. Especially if you feel called to lead others, as the universe is guiding and supporting you in this journey. I told you there was a journey. What part of your past are you holding on to, and how can you release it to move forward freely? Take the time to write a letter to your past self, acknowledging the lessons that you've learned, and then symbolically let it go, whether that's by burning it or tearing it up. I love a good burn letter. Write it out, burn it up, send it off into the ether. Or if it needs to slowly sink in, rather than burning it, bury it, and it'll slowly disintegrate, and ground yourself through that knowledge and go back to the earth where it belongs. Okay, so we got 1717, and we have 504, one day at a time. Anytime you're dealing with heartbreak, baby, one day at a time. Patience, presence, progress, focus, daily effort, future mindset, and being mindfulness. The effort you put in today is what will illuminate your future. Focus on doing the right things today, and do not worry about what will happen tomorrow. Your daily efforts are building the foundation for tomorrow's success. What steps can you take today to progress towards your goals, and how can you stay focused on the present? Identify one key task or action that you can take today that'll move you closer to your goals. Concentrate on completing this task and trust that each step you take is building your path forward. 9, completion. That part is done. You're moving forward. New beginnings. And our last angel number of the evening. Another doorway, you guys. 10, 10. Come on. 2, and that's union. I told you, new beginnings. Embrace the journey. I can't make this shit up. Journey, trust, opportunities, progress, happiness, alignment. I knew it was all coming together. Divinely orchestrated. Your happiness is in front of you. Remember that star card. Remember that sun card for what's at hand.